What are the silent features of inclusive growth? Has India been experiencing such growth process? अरे यार, you said that first. What are the silent features of inclusive growth? Has India been experiencing such a growth process? Analyze and suggest measures for inclusive growth. Inclusive growth is economic growth that is distributed fairly across society and creates opportunity for all. ठीक है. Features of inclusive growth includes reduction in absolute and relative poverty level, improved access and availability of public resources, no discrimination, human development aspects, primarily improved literacy rate and better health care. Human development aspects primarily improve literacy rate and better health care through indicators like mean years of schooling, average life expectancy, maternal and infant mortality levels, etc. Improved employment opportunities. Analysis. The country's economic growth is not perceived as being sufficiently inclusive for many groups. Analysis. The country's economic growth is not perceived as being sufficiently inclusive for many groups, especially scheduled caste and scheduled tribes and minorities. Gender inequality also remains a pervasive problem, and some of the structural changes takes place have an adverse effect on women. Indicators of human development such as literacy and education and maternal and infant mortality rates show steady improvement, but they also suggest that the progress is slow and we continue to lag behind several other Asian countries. So this should be our argument. Okay, there is a steady improvement, but still they are also suggest that progress slow है और we are continue to lag behind several other Asian countries. अच्छा, मतलब कोई चीज़ अच्छी चल रही हो तो उसको और अच्छी बताया कैसे जाता है कि किस तरह से कि ओके स्टडी इम्प्रूवमेंट तो है बट स्टिल द प्रोग्रेस इज स्टिल स्लो एंड वी आर स्टिल लैगिंग बिहाइंड फ्रॉम अदर एशियन कंट्रीज़. अच्छा, मेरे को ये नहीं समझ में आता था कि इस तरह से कौन सा आर्ग्यूमेंट किया जाता है. ये किया जाता है कि हम चल तो सही रहे हैं लेकिन फिर भी अभी भी हम पीछे हैं, हम स्लो हैं और अदर कंट्रीज से पीछे हैं. ठीक है. इंडिया हैज़ द हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ इलिटरेट पर्सनस इन द वर्ल्ड. ठीक है. हाईएस्ट नंबर्स इलिटरेट पर्सनस इन द वर्ल्ड एंड लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी एट बर्थ. India has the highest number of illiterate persons in the world. Life expectancy at birth has increased from 1950 to present, yet this is well below the life expectancy in industrialized countries and other developing countries like China and Japan. India also has an adverse sex ratio with only 933 women per 1,000 men. India has also has an adverse sex ratio. The country's economic growth is not perceived as being sufficiently inclusive for many groups, especially for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and minority. Gender equality also remains a pervasive problem, and some of the structural changes taking place have an adverse effect on women. Indicators of human development such as literacy, education, and maternal and infant mortality rates show steady improvement, but they also suggest that the progress is slow and we continue to lag behind several other Asian countries. India has the highest number of illiterate persons in the world. Life expectancy at birth has increased from 1951 to present. Yet this is well below the life expectancy in industrialized countries and other developing countries like China. India also has an adverse sex ratio with only 933 women per 1,000 men. More disturbing, the child sex ratio age 0 से 6 has declined sharply from 962 से इन 1981 to 927 in 2001. अब हो गई है 933. पहले थी 962 और 927 इन 2001. Adverse sex ratio. India also has an adverse sex ratio with only 933 women per 1,000 men. More disturbing, the child sex ratio has sharply declined 962 in 1961 में और 2001 में 927 है. India's maternal and infant mortality rates are much higher than those of the countries in East Asia, showing poor access to essential health care services. Total employment in the economy has improved in recent years, but the labor force has grown even faster, leading to an increase in the unemployment rate. Permanent employment in the unorganized sector has decreased, although organized sector firm may be increasing their informal employment. Also, economic growth across regions has not been balanced, with some of the most backward areas yet to experience any significant growth. The delivery of the essential social services at the grassroots level is also poor. The delivery of essential social services at the grassroots level is also poor, and this is major causative factor in unequal development. Much higher levels of human development can be achieved even with the given structure of the economy if only the delivery system is improved. Relevant schemes on inclusive growth discussed in class. How are the salient features of the inclusive growth? Has India been experiencing such a growth process? Analyze and suggest measures for the inclusive growth. Introductions in inclusive growth. Inclusive growth and development analyze the growth of GDP such that all sections of the population experience the upliftment of standard of living. Main factors are Main features are equitable distribution of resources created equity which is different from equality, everybody gets the same. Poverty alleviation, people in BPL, people uh, in poverty, they should be uplifted better. Standard of living, ठीक है, should go up, launch higher for those who are much worse, so doing more for those who are at the lower end of the Indian end of the ladder compared to those who are at higher end, and it will reduce inequality, but more importantly absolute poverty can be removed. Sustainable development, that is development such that you do not jeopardize or environment. Intergenerational equity, environment protection is what you need, so we need to make sure that your growth is this comparative time period does not hamper the future prospects for other generations. Capability enhancement, removing stereotyping and assuring that deprived sections are given the capability which is beyond their income. Income is one idea of being capable, but there are factors also that decide capable enhance capacity enhancement, removing stereotyping and ensuring that deprived sections are given the capability which is beyond their income. Income is one idea of being capable, but there are factors also that decide whether you are capable enough to participate in normal economic activities or not. Removal of prejudice is very important because prejudice leads to deprivation. Even though India's growth in the last 30 years has been one of the fastest in the world, we are one of the only 4 countries of the world which have achieved 6% rate of growth for 30 years continuously. In spite of that high growth, we have not been able to control poverty to the extent we would have liked to. This is still around 25% poverty, and severity of the poverty is very high. Means many of them are very poor, not even getting the very basics of life. We have not been able to solve the problem of unemployment or gender equity. Speed of improvement of gender equity, improvement of SC/ST living, improvement in economic inclusion, improvement with respect to rural areas. Growth has lagged behind, highlights the few points. Lack of development of education, poor health care indicators, high IMR or MMR, poor and steady standard of living in rural India with basic pure drinking water not available for people, poor standard of living for women with crime against women remains at high. Despite of high growth, India's inclusiveness is still not at the level which ideally would be desired. Desired inclusive is important not only because it creates equity among people but and gives human development an important, but also because future growth of economy is dependent on the inclusive growth. Economics which grow inclusive like East Asia keep growing for a much longer period of time than women when then economies which grow without inclusion like later Latin America. ओके वहाँ पर नहीं है इंक्लूजन. फ्यूचर पॉलिसीज कैन बी मेड इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ एक्टिविटीज़ विच आर नीडेड टू ब्रिंग इन इंडिया and inclusive growth in India. Inclusive growth can be improved in India by physical development, creating basic infrastructure like road, railway connectivity, electrification of rural and under rural regions, remote regions, communication or facilities including BharatNet, provisions of basic civil amenities like sanitation facilities, provisions of clean drinking water, provision of medical facilities for all, and structuring of schooling, etc. This physical development will help the poor reduce the cost of upgrading their standard of living. No need to write about government steps for inclusion. We by better connectivity to development places through new business opportunities, by better information set, and by improvement in HRD, human resource development. In previous part we could have written even though government runs inclusive programs like poverty alleviation programs, infrastructure development programs, and HRD programs, yet India's indicators of human development on educational indicators, healthcare indicators, connectivity indicators, hunger indicators, index, gender equity index are not very healthy, which shows that India has had growth but not much inclusion. After physical, all this is will result in reducing cost of living for the poor, which will improve their standard of living, and it will also result in improving per, participation of the poor in economic activities along with better human resource development, focusing on social infrastructure like quality of education, quality of healthcare, reach of education, reach of healthcare, quality of water supply and content, quality of basic amenities like stopping pontification, level of financial inclusion, setting of banking financial infrastructure, insurance credit infrastructure. With a better financial inclusion, people will be encouraged to become entrepreneurs, do small grievances, satisfy better basic requirement, and aspire to grow high enough economic ladder. Even though with program like Manrega, Bharatmala, and other scheme for agriculture, other deprived sections, India have been able to uplift 270 million people out of the poverty. UNDP and its SDR on multidimensional poverty index between 2006 and 2016. Still, with respect to inclusive growth, India has a lot of challenges, and the focus should be to meet not only sustainable development goals but also to be beyond that. In structural change, we have an adverse effect on women with the rise in income from service sectors, certain middle class households setting up of middle schools, high schools outside the village. Girls is being deprived for higher education as she is not sent outside the village.